Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to more Zero. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we're on a map that we don't actually see all too often. It's called Oasis. And we have two amazing players for you today. Down in the south position with the GLA Vanilla in the cyan color. This is OOE Marakar. All the way in the north facing him today. We'll introduce the map in a second. You can see there's two oils here, hence the name Oil Oasis. Up in the north, we have the purple player, which is none other than the super weapon, which is OOE ExCaL. So a very recent replay for you today, only played in the last few days or so. ExCaL going for a greedy strategy, he's going for two supplies and the oils. So both players start obviously with these two supplies. Marakar's opted for two barracks, probably because there's two oils here. In the center, that does give your economy a big boost. They're quite safe oils as well, and quite in like a weird and unique position compared to other maps. Then there's obviously a load of stuff in the middle. You've got like two Oases. In the middle, a load of buildings, a load of supplies. Here on the left-hand side, bunkers and bunkers, but that area doesn't really contain anything. It's more so these supplies on the left side. That's kind of your supply if you're the south position, and that's kind of your supply if you're in the north position. So, I mean, if you have them and the enemy has them, but you secure this side, it all really comes down to this side. That's how you get a map advantage if you're just playing a standard game and you've not like rushed and taken like this supply, for example. Yeah. The main advantage is taken by getting these supplies here. So Tech RPG dropped off by Marakar. He secured this building and building himself a tunnel. He's also really trying to kill this dozer, but with only one RPG is not gonna achieve its goal. Would have been better for Marakar to actually come in with the two RPGs, get that dozer and then retreat back, but I suppose it was considered quite a safe option to get that building and get a tunnel up there. Is quite important, quite a good strategic position. I think compared to normal maps, if this was just a two supply map, you'd heavily favor the GLA. I think because you add them two oils in, even though the GLA gets them as well, I think it does give the super weapon a bit more of a chance at the early game if he gets them oils. That's a nice dozer hunt. So actually, if that one would have been the two RPGs, he definitely would have had the potential to dozer hunt him at this point. Two terrorists dropped off. He's only hunted one dozer, of course. Terrorist goes into the middle of the barracks, which does happen sometimes. So that is the last dozer for now. Marakar will probably be going for it, sending 4 technicals over to the left. I think he needs to put more stuff inside of that building, so when these Vs ultimately come to clear it, or a combat drop comes in, you've got more chance of that position holding. Yeah, so far so good here for Marakar, I think. Done double arms dealer spam. Refinery cap trying to come in for Marakar. Sadly for him, does not get it. ExCaL's now trying to get this as well. He's inside of this bunker, I think probably with only one MD. So these tentacles should be able to kill that V. And yeah, they lets one more MD inside of that. So I think there's 2 in there now. So Marakar lost a little bit there, but ultimately he killed the V. And if you missile defenders, you probably would take that. But the point you don't want to let this get to is when ExCaL gets a big V army and starts bunkering it off with 5 aces and mainly EMPs, because it becomes next to impossible to get in then. And here it is an impossible attack. Not going to get in versus the EMP. So yeah, then it comes, when the line of EMP comes up, it's either you start distracting the EMPs and then come in with a TNT and TNT the EMP, or it just turns into a bunkery game. And it's looking like we're heading towards that direction. Palace is already going up now for Marakar. But yeah, when the super weapon gets the EMPs up, gets the Auroras going, that's when super weapon has more of a chance, let's say, than the beginning. It's quite weak in the beginning because you're expensive Vs, hard to get rolling. But if you grab them 2 oils and get your 2 supplies like ExCaL did, this is in a really good position. Whoa, what is that from ExCaL? Was he trying to protect his dozer there? I don't know why he kept them 2 Vs there. Why didn't he send them back? Technicals come in, though, for the dozer, but there's a load of missile defenders here. Those are actually going to be picked up. No Vs go down there. Maybe ExCaL wanted to suicide them Vs in order to save the strat and the dozer, maybe. The strat gets reset at this point. It's pretty bad. Maybe he was happy to sacrifice them. You could say it's probably maybe worth it. I mean, $850 a piece. It's like, what, $1,700 lost from that TNT. Search and Destroy is now up. And that's another TNT. What is ExCaL doing with these Vs? This is unlike ExCaL, actually. I don't know if there was like some crazy lag here or something. But yeah, that's 4 Vs gone down to TNTs. Very, very... in a very, very short space of time. Another TNT comes in and hits the power plant. I like this. This is like kind of Fargo style, isn't it? Just TNTs all around, keeping the super weapon at bay. Slowing him down, slowing him, getting the Auroras. And on the off chance you might actually get through, hit the strat, and kill the dozer. That would be a win. But yeah, I will go back to that point in the beginning. If Marakar had chased that dozer with two RPGs, he would have arguably already won the game. Maybe even there and then. Maybe ExCaL would have quit there and then. Another TNT comes in. It's 2 technicals this time. Firebase goes down. Oh, and a TNT reaches. It was a double TNT. So ExCal's being hit heavily, actually. Every TNT is basically killing something. And now the Vs are beginning to hit ExCaL as well. Those technicals will probably finish off that V as well. All MMDs might go down. There's another terrorist in the mix here as well. Random terrorist between the buggies and the technicals. But yeah, I don't know if... Did ExCaL have that finish by the time that got TNT'd? I can't remember. I don't know if he's clicked a few Auroras or not. I noticed the random rocks sticking out on the airfield. Yeah, I mean, if it's realistic, it'll just crash and burn on takeoff on it. If it hits the rock, here comes the combat drop. I do think that should have been more full for Marakar. I think it was pretty obvious to me. The main way ExCaL was going to be clearing that is with the combat drop combined with V-push. If that was fully loaded with RPGs, that attack would have completely failed there from ExCaL. Seems like a lot of the RPGs are inside of here. I mean, Marakar is still doing exceptionally well. He's even got a supply over here on the right. Buggies are out now as well. And he's continually set ExCaL back with the continued TNTs, hitting the power. The firebase has opened up this side. The strat. Even just having one dozer kind of makes ExCaL slow to like expand and stuff like that because he's a little bit scared. He wants to keep his dozer in one place. He's probably not going to anytime soon go and build an EMP over here, for example. Another combat drop comes in. It's 3 ranges. See, if he'd had 8 RPGs in any of these buildings, could have worked. With the amount of tunnels on the map, like, look here. You could have had them 2 buildings full. I'm pretty sure of it. See that? All of these, do they all really need occupying? Suppose it stops the Colonel Burton going inside any buildings, which can be annoying if you're inside every single one. Only 4 workers on his main. I would like to see 6 or 7 to boost up the economy even more. Search and destroy. Colonel Burton over on the left-hand side. We've got a GLA in the base that is reached there, I think, by a bike. But ExCal's going to finish his CC. First Aurora is out, but Marakar will be aware of it because that Jarman's got quite a big range. You can easily see the Aurora taking off. Snipes a V. Loses his life. 2 Auroras now out. Gonna burn planting bombs here. Kill a few workers. I don't think it'll go down, though, to the hold. No, it won't. Just because he's got the fortified structure. But here's where super weapon can dish out more damage now with these Auroras. ExCaL usually likes to build a particle cannon as well. As I say that, there we go. I mean, if you just look at the map, you would say Marakar is ahead. There's so much cyan dots all over the map. Marakar has an additional supply and an additional supply, so he's 2 supplies ahead. No, wait, probably more than that. Yeah, he's what, 3 supplies ahead, isn't he? He's got his 2 main, and then he's got all 3 in the middle. Rebel ambush. That is legendary. Kills 2 Auroras. Will he be able to kill that last one? I don't think so. It does kill 2 Auroras. You see how much veterancy they get from the Aurora kills. Rebel does never really expect to kill an Aurora. But he will be rewarded with a Vet 3 when he does. Okay, particle cannon. Now up. Aurora just kind of circling. ExCaL now collecting from here, and now he's cleared it a little bit. Marakar using the clear the mines function. Even at this late stage in the game. Spectre gunship for ExCaL moving in, combined with an Aurora hit. So basically a free tunnel kill. Nice pop there from Marakar. I think he's thought about that. Not only has he got a few stingers up, but he's also got a tunnel right in front and loads of quads. So yeah, that's actually quite a nice cover there from Marakar. It's basically hardly done any damage to that oil. Okay, some MDs here for ExCaL. Nice split of the laser lock, but unfortunately, all of the MDs to go down. Absolute devastation being dished out here. A10, Aurora. Refinery has gone down. Getting a bit, and now moving in. Still think advantage Marakar. It just can be a little bit unnerving when like everything you throw at the super weapon now just either gets Aurora'd or there's a Colonel Burton there. But I still think Marakar just has to chip away at this. Because there are only 4 Vs, 1 ambulance. Should be able to be dealt with over time. Just need to chip away at it. Just like 2 buggies here, 2 buggies there. Split them up. Don't do one big army in one position. Otherwise, the Auroras will come in and wipe it out. And there we go. It is getting chipped away. Another Aurora coming in. It's got a Vet 1. Okay, drop zone's being built over on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side is kind of open, to be honest. But the left-hand side is really covered with that bunker and the 2 EMPs. ExCaL does have the supply lines upgrade. Got 2 Scud Storms for Marakar and 2 Particles for ExCaL. I think that means now major advantage Marakar, because ExCaL will need to keep on top of them Scud Storms. It doesn't really matter so much if Marakar takes 1 or 2 Particles. Yes, it will hurt his economy and stuff, probably killing markets. But if ExCaL even takes 1 Scud Storm like there, without the Auroras, buggies and quads will be able to wreck everything. But if he takes 2 Scud Storms, like 1 there, 1 there, I'm pretty sure that's GG based on that. But the Particles have less of an effect on a GLA that's spread all over the map like this. Okay, ExCaL loses a Chinook. He's going to lose another one if he doesn't pull that one back, I think. That is a monster of an Aurora hit, basically leveling everything there. And another amazing Aurora hit, but the Aurora will go down. Marakar's got a greater economy, I think, so losing the few units, don't think there's so much damage to him as it does to ExCaL when he's losing these Vs, losing the Auroras, the Rebel Ambush and stuff like that. ExCal's now bringing Pathfinders in the back, so when the Rebel Ambush comes again, inevitably, then the Pathfinders will be on it. I think one of them needs to be there, though. If you've got them on guard like that and then a Rebel Ambush happens, like, they can just automatically fire. Okay, nice Aurora hit. Spectre gunship now coming. Never noticed that little wall in the corner before on this map. It's quite an unseen map, actually. Not the most popular map in the entire world. Most people just don't select it so often. Pretty sure that Scud will go down, but it is going to be repaired a bit by Marakar's workers. I wonder if he'll be able to save that or not. Going to be close, you know. Going to be close. He has been able to save it. That's really, really smart there of Marakar, how he kept a load of workers there bunched, and he's been able to repair it and save it. Now an Aurora coming in. He's going to lose the Aurora, but he does kill the Scud. But you see, ExCal's had to invest quite a lot into that. But ExCaL does have 4 particle cannons himself. Marakar's got 12k though. Another Scud Storm going to be built. And another one. Another one going up here. Marakar still collecting on the left. He's about to mine out here. So the advantage there of him collecting and ExCaL not. Ooh, he's reset something. Here's the Rebel ambush. That's why I thought, you know, these Pathfinders are a bit out of position. But yeah, he's just got a Saboteur in one of the particles. Oh no, he's got it inside the power. He's got a Saboteur inside the power. Which shuts down the power for like, what, 30 seconds? Something like that. So all the particles there got stopped rather than putting... I think that's what happened. Unless ExCaL was just low power. I suppose I could have clicked on ExCaL and seen. No, he's got 95 now. Pretty sure the Saboteur went inside the power, so that's actually quite nice. Something else Marakar does is make a Saboteur and then go inside the CC and reset the support powers. Like against an Air Force, like... That's actually very effective, I think. Scud is going to fire. I think that's GG now.
A warrior has fallen.
Yeah, I mean, if you just look at the map, it's already looking like a GG, but the fact he's going to hit the strat of power and the airfield and Aurora taking off as well. I don't think he's got any Auroras out. I know he has. He's got this one. Has he still got his ammo?
They're attacking our base.
Now that strat's gone down, it's big because these lose the range. You can't build any more Auroras. Marakar's building Stingers all over the place. That one needs finishing now on 41%. Another beacon there by ExCaL. So he's got 1, 2, 3 all beacon. Quad cannon there gets hit. I think what would be nice for Marakar is to try and hit this oil somehow. It's very difficult though. You've got an EMP there, cliff all around it, and the Vs. I wonder if at all it's worth loading up terrorists on a bike. Or is it just pretty pointless? It's pretty hard. I think it's too big of an investment. If ExCaL sees it, it's quite a lot of money that.
Search and destroy.
Tunnel goes down. Oil taking a bit of damage there. Can hear another bike being prepared. Let's try and follow that, see where that's going. There it is. So he's got Saboteurs ready. Can ExCaL see this area? ExCaL can see everything at the minute. Where's that A10 coming in? Oh, it's going to be on the oil. I think, yeah, Marakar should have started repairing that oil sooner. Because he had a worker there repairing that one, but that one wasn't getting repaired until a bit later, I think.
Ready.
So I think he should have repaired that a bit sooner because it was low. Particle ready for ExCaL. He's got 4 Scud Storms to keep on top of. He's going to actually go for the Palace. And the market. I mean, there's so many juicy targets. There's so much to kill and keep on top of, especially the Scud Storms, but then there's markets. There's still that oil you probably want to hit. He's done it. He's got another Saboteurin. Got another Saboteurin. So he's getting the Saboteurs in. I think over on the left side. The bike got disabled. But the Saboteur already made it off and into the power. It's kind of like what the AI does. The AI actually targets the power with Saboteurs a lot. I think that quad should have gone in there. Should have gone in that little hole and he could have probably killed that. But yeah, ExCaL dealt with that. With the Aurora, with the Leaflet. Here comes the Fuel Air Bomb. Both players level 5. Here comes the Anthrax Bomb. Should be able to be cleared quite easily. ExCaL now going for one of the Scuds. This is number 1. There's so many Scud Storms to keep on top of. There is 6. EPS Scramble used on the right side. That Scud is killed and finishes it off. I think like players like Boyka could do with watching this replay, see how to use particle cannons for real. Like real men. Boyka doesn't always get the most out of his particle cannons. If you've watched the most, the last like 5-10 replays of Boyka on this channel. Yeah, the particle cannons are always a little bit dodgy. That Aurora would have been nice, would have been tempting to hit all them, but he really needs to focus on the scuds. And so far, he has taken out 2, but he's got this third one to deal with, and that's going to fire if ExCaL's beacons are correct. It's going to fire in 130. I was going to say, yeah, more quad cannons needed here. Marakar's just playing this exceptional, to be honest. He really is doing exactly what he needs to. It's denied that supply basically 90% of the game. Support powers of Saboteurs, the right amount of Scud Storms, the base spread, the map control. All really good here from Marakar. And Marakar just wrecking everything with the buggies now on the right side. Quad cannons moving in. I think that Aurora might get hit before it takes off. Oh, it does take off. It does go down though. And ExCaL has been defeated. The Spectre was coming in, sneak attack. Was already there, and I think the Scud Storm was going to fire in 16 seconds. Really, really well played there. And a decent map as well. It's a different map, different styles and stuff like that. You saw both players go for quite a heavy eco in the beginning. Amazing TNTs from Marakar. It's very hard to fault Marakar at all there. The only thing I would say, and it's if it had used 2 RPGs to kill that dozer in the beginning and then still followed it with a TNT on the other dozer, he could have won the game in like less than 4 minutes or something like that. But it was not guaranteed you were ever going to find a dozer there. So he dropped off 1 RPG, secured the bunker, and built a worker. It's the more safe and solid play, isn't it? ExCaL did good to move his dozer around that firebase, but yeah, hard to fault both players there. ExCaL did walk into a few TNTs though. He lost like 4 Vs to TNTs in the space of a couple of minutes. Suppose that's one thing. But yeah, apart from that, maybe the EMPs need to be more covering the sides, because those Saboteurs seem to get in quite a lot and actually do some damage. It's nice to see creative play there from Marakar once again with his Saboteurs. He does love these things. So yeah, GG, well played. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.